Alright, we got Dolus' VOD. The replay is outdated, unfortunately, but we still have the VOD. Your message got blinked? What? What message? You know how smart really are players are? Yeah. Quick play? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. On a channel to a Sigma channel? Also, Spilo, I'm done with being Plat. I'm releasing Overwatch fully. I'm relearning Overwatch fully, starting with positioning. I played a game card, 3 deaths, 5k damage, 15 kills, in a 7-match match. Nice. I mean, it's fine, Seth. I mean, I guess it's fine. I just, stats in Overwatch are completely worthless. It tilts me whenever people bring up Overwatch League stats like they matter. Yeah, I know, she's neat. I don't know, so Sigma's okay. We'll do this VOD, but I am a little tired of Sigma, not gonna lie. When you're playing with Ryan, you can off-angle, but a little bit more important that, especially if your Ryan wants to play aggressively, that you stay behind your Ryan. That being said, your comp is super scuffed, more like spammier comp, so you're gonna want to try and like try and play this slow if you can. If your Ryan walks forward, you can enable him. But yeah, this is do stats and comp minute? No. I mean, the only thing I'd be really overly concerned about would be like, are you dying a lot? That's pretty much the, like, let's put it this way. Stats don't matter. This is what I've always said. Stats don't matter unless you have a really bad stat. Let's put it that way. If you have like no eliminations as Genji, and you're consistently like bottom tier in kills, or bottom tier in death, you have a lot of deaths, or you get no Dragon Blade kills, or you have like do like no damage, or you do like no healing as Ana, or you get like no sleeps, that's the problem. But that like outside of this is majorly bad, I don't even bother looking at stats. And honestly, I wouldn't even. That's yeah. That's not even the most important thing. Why isn't D.Va meta in the next experimental? I mean, D.Va might be. She might be meta in experimental. How do you know what's meta in the experimental though? Nobody plays experimental outside of like Plats. I mean, D.Va's probably definitely going to be stronger, because flippin' Brig's not as strong, and neither is Sigma or Orisa. Kind of a weird shift, but... Mr. Rock. So far, nothing really special to say in terms of your shield usage and your positioning. I think your shield usage and positioning is fine. I'd like that you're not hard off-angling, because there's really nowhere to hard off-angle very cleanly. And also, like, you're playing with a Rhine here as well. But so far, that shift was a little strange. The Rock didn't really do anything. I think the best way to use Rock here would be to either like punish the Genji here if he gets in too deep. Maybe the Rhine shield breaks and you can rock him. Maybe the D.Va gets off-angled and you can rock her. But it's like, it's kind of like, remember when we were going over the Blizzard World Sigma VOD chat? And basically when they were running dive, I wanted him to rock the monkey. So it's like, rock can either be used proactively when you can tie it to something, or you use it reactively. And from what I'm seeing, the enemy team comp is kind of running Brawl, so you want to use it reactively. You want to like let them push in, spam, and then rock them as they're pushing in. And we missed our rock. So that's really unfortunate. We're not getting much value out of our shifts. Back. You can't win a straight up brawl here. Now you flex. Yep. Nice. Poggers. Nice. Weird rock again. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Nice job. So like this is how you play slow, chat. This is how you play slow versus fast. You kite, you spam. They're low in resources, then you punish them. Right? You don't AFK, you do push them, but you only push them once they've blown a bunch of resources, because this Rhine has no shield, he's half HP, he's discorded, he doesn't want to keep going. He wants to, you know, chill out, and you're not letting him chill out. So this was good. Hey, Dolas. That's fine. I'm sure there's plenty to go over to us. I don't know, is this high plat? Low diamond? Dolas! Isn't that like a cough drop, Ricola or something like that? Dolas? That's the thing, right? Isn't that like a Swedish cough drop thing?
Yeah.
Ricola! Or what does he say? What does he say? Chat, what does he say?
He says it, but not like that.
Ricola! What does he say? I can't think. Ricola. It's gotta be a thing. Hang on, chat. We gotta get this. Hang on. Dolas! Ricola! Dolas! Okay, it's not that similar. Okay, why are you showing me a squash?
It's so cute.
Pleasant tasting blend of organically grown herbs from Switzerland. For soothing relief.
Dolas! Why? Okay, question. Why didn't anyone ever think that this was a proper commercial? Why? Why does this make me want to get a cough drop?
Ricola
Who is he calling to?
cough drops.
Why is he calling?
A pleasant tasting blend of organically grown herbs from Switzerland. For soothing relief, try Ricola.
Why is he doing this? What? Bizarre, man. Okay, anyway. Okay, yeah, I don't know why I thought it sounded more like Dolas, but yeah, anyway. This isn't Overwatch. Yeah, whatever, David. Listen, a man's gotta keep his sanity with some quality entertainment. Although cough drops isn't really exactly what I had in mind. Kite. Oh, right in the giblets. You really don't want to press W off of that, though. You don't have enough damage. Ah! Nah, you got too greedy. Yeah, so again, you're walking in front of your Rhine and you're pressing shift. But, I say, but. Does your Rhine need you to walk in front of him to shift when he has full shield? Think of it this way. What is your Rhine going to die to? He might die to spam on his shield, which is not going to affect him because he's a full HP shield, or he'll die from spam from different angles, in which case walking through shield doesn't matter. So you walking through Reinhardt to shift him is meaningless. At best, at worst rather, you should stand directly on top of him or behind him to shift. You have this concept like I need to walk in front of my Rhine to shift him. It's like this diva matrix kind of thing, but you don't need to do that. Don't do that. That's not good. It's easier for you to peel for your Rhine by standing with him, and that way you don't overextend, and you also see if it's actually necessary. Because if you're standing behind your Rhine, or right with your Rhine, you would have seen that he had full HP shield and he didn't need your shift. So don't walk through. Don't question mark me, David. It's a really hard to explain. I couldn't explain it to you. I could sit here for 6 hours and you still not be able to understand. Oh my gosh, you guys are literally man children. What do you guys want? What's going on? You want to jump in voice? You want to jump in voice? Okay. We go. You want to go, Dolas? Peach Tea Smash. Thank you for the follow. Uncomfortable posture check. Thank you. Dolas. Thank you, Savvy Drone. That's a wonderful gift. Enjoy. I hope you get sunburned. Wait. Okay. We're in voice. Wait. What? Hang on. I'm gonna go to coaching. I'm gonna drag Dolas in. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey.
Yep.
Do you have a new replay code? You said?
Yeah, I can send it again.
Please do so.
Chat.
I see it. Okay, give me a second to pull this up.
Yeah, sorry for that. I figured I would squeeze in one more game before stream, and it ended up being a 6-5 loss on Junkertown.
Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. What is it with, I swear, like 2CPs have been, well, it's not a 2CP exactly, but that's crazy. Wasn't there an Overwatch League game recently that was like 6-5 or something crazy like that? Or 7-6 or something? I can't remember.
Overwatch League?
Yeah, I feel like recently there was one like that. Alright, where are we at?
There were a couple of reverse sweeps, so...
Oh, there you go. Okay, so talk to me. How's your computer situation first off?
Okay, so it still lags sometimes, like I can get a freeze screen for a second or something, but I don't get those prolonged to 1 frame per second situations where I can't aim, so it's definitely better.
Okay, I guess that's good. Obviously, continuing to improve that would be nice. What are you specifically working on, I guess, in this VOD? Like, what is your focus?
So after the King's Row, I kind of self-review myself there, and I figured I'm wasting a lot of rocks. So I first worked on that, and I kind of still struggle with this, but that's because I shifted my focus to what I found to be my stronger issues. Wasting my resources between fights, especially shields, because I was just too greedy for ult charge and stuff, and also my ultimate usage. I found them wasting them quite a lot.
Okay, so basically wasting resources, you're saying I'm like getting greedy for poke and yada yada yada. So now I'm entering these fights with low shield, and then your ultimates, you said were at issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay? Well, we should probably do this. Are you okay to like actually just be a little bit delayed in stream? Is that okay?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little
I'm
awkward,
watching stream.
but okay. You've got some jelly fingers going on here. I don't know what's going on. The same as the end. Looks like he's broken every finger bone in his hand. But okay, we go. You're playing Sigma Hog, which is weird. You're playing more of a
Only
spam
like
comp.
60% of my games are Sigma are with Hawk, and that's the actual statistic because I keep track of my games. I know them all in Excel, and yeah, something about 60% games with Hawk.
I don't understand why people play Hog so much, but okay. It is what it is. So we spam. Nice. You just can't get within Ryan's swing distance too early, right?
Yeah.
Like, wait till he burn down his shield a little bit. Make him useless. Nice. So, this is good. And what were you trying to do with that shield? You tell me.
With this shield now, I try to split Reinhardt from his healing because I saw he kind of committed on swinging, was well far, and also our Roadhog was already here, so we could actually punish him for going forward.
Yep, I agree. I think like he's low HP, you don't have to shield yourself, you can do the split. It was well done. Not a whole lot to say. Just don't let them stabilize. Nice. Nice! Careful, mark the ash, mark the ash. Careful, unfortunate. So, a little greedy there at the end. Their ash respawns, so we're a little slow to respond to that, which is the majority of our damage actually came from the ash, not the Zarya. Okay. Alright. But honestly, first fight, pretty good. Yeah, so this right here. So, again, you look at, especially when you're playing like with these Sigma Hog comps, these Sigma Zarya comps, these, you know, if you see any other situation where you're like playing double off tank here, you really can't do this. What's the issue with this right here?
Well, I didn't check if the enemy team isn't close. I should have been walking like main door or even the long route to the tunnel to the right. Because when I come here and I didn't expect the enemy team to be already this close, but since they were, they could just jump on me. I panic, kinetic grasps, and Zarya just burned me down.
Yeah, you're probably gonna die here. It's like this is a comp that that has the Rhine, they have the ability to just swing on you, and you're turning the corner directly into them, and now you're dead. So.
Yeah, I really didn't think they would be so quickly here.
Yeah, and the reason that they are so quickly there too is I think you guys are already down one or two. I think you'd lost. One of your teammates had pushed up. Yeah, so your Genji pushes up too far. Your Mercy goes for a res and dies, and so now you're dead.
Yep.
Okay, so playing a little bit more patiently when you don't have a comp that enables that aggression, I guess. Okay. So this is fine. Marking their tanks. Good rock. Like, that's the type of rock we want to see, right? Because what does that rock accomplish?
Well, there's no Nano Zarya follow-up on the Graviton.
Exactly. Like, there's the high charge Zarya, she's on top of you, she's a Graviton, you're low HP. All that, this is a peeling rock. Yes, you can get the kill off of it, yes, it does damage, but it's like buying you that, you know, 0.75 seconds where she doesn't do any damage, right? It's a good rock. It's like what we were talking about on the King's Row VOD, where you counter the aggression of the Rhine by rocking him as he walks forward. Buy yourself some time. Keep pressing W here. Now, looking at their comp, what do you think would be an optimal way or using your ultimate?
Probably to counter Nano Blade.
Okay.
Unless we want like the finish of the fight between capping the second point, then I probably just go for the finishing on a whole team.
Yep. My concern with countering Nano Blade with Flux is that if the Genji is good, he will dash slash and then dash again, and you will miss your Flux. I think Blade is countered by Flux, but I don't think that Nano Blade is consistently countered by Flux. So we'll see how you do here, but I will be surprised if this works out. Sometimes in these instances, it's like either just go ahead with your Flux early and try and win, or just say, okay, we take the L, we win the next fight with Flux. But let's see. Spamming,
Okay.
spamming. Like this
Watch
is
for the flags. This is gonna be good.
yeah. So this is good though. Like in terms of distance management, right? Like what is Reinhardt doing right now? He's not doing anything, yeah.
No, he can only shield his team pretty
Yeah,
much.
exactly. If a Reinhardt is only shielding his team, then he's doing nothing. He's doing very little. Yeah, so it's like
So here I saw the whole team, then I heard the Genji dashing in,
Yep.
and I missed the flags.
Yeah.
And we're all dead.
yeah, but you can kind of see like obviously a little bit of mechanical misplay there, but it is very hard to Flux and Nano Genji. He just simply moves too fast. He's just too
Yeah,
fast.
pretty much need to click right after he dashes. And
Exactly.
if he dashes into the backline and you don't have flags already in the air ready to click, then probably just wait
Exactly.
for one person to die, and
Exactly. That's the concern, is that he dashes up, and then you start to Flux, but he's already killed his first target. He gets his dash reset, you can't get it anymore.
yeah.
So far, I've been pretty pleased about our distance advantage, though. Like our positioning, keeping a good distance. Okay. Really need to get that Genji off you. Yeah. So like let's look back at this fight because this is a really messy fight. So you are down 1, yes?
I don't think I really tracked the kill feed there.
Yeah. So you literally just lost your Brig. Don't worry about your mid-fight stuff. Okay? So what tempo should you be playing this at? If you just lost your Brig, how fast do you need to be playing?
Well, I'm not sure how useful our brig is anyway into that comp, but probably I can only poke and conserve resource because our
Yes.
Genji can't go in deep, and I want to have resource to support them
Yeah,
or
yeah.
distract the enemy team when he dashes in.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
You don't even need to think about it that hard though. So like you're giving me the reason why you can't play fast, but all you need to know is that you can't play fast. Why? Because you're down 1. Now your Brig maybe
Yep.
doesn't do a lot to their comp, but it does prevent them from just running on top of you guys. Or maybe she marks the Genji, right? Or like you said, maybe she enables her Genji to go in. It doesn't matter. You're down 1, right? You're down 1.
Yep.
So if you don't have to fight, you shouldn't. You should play slow. Instead, you go a little. Okay, this is a little bit aggressive, not crazy aggressive, but okay, we're fine here.
Yeah, I was hoping to catch a pick like
Yeah,
with
sure.
Ash or maybe Ana.
Sure, but right now you need to back off, like hard off. You're split from your Ana, and you keep holding your positioning. You're not looking. Where's my Ana? Where's my Ana? Where's my Ana? Where's my Ana? You don't know. You still don't know. You still don't know, and now you're by yourself. And now your Ana dies. Whatever happens. Probably lose this fight either way, but you're down 1, play slow, find your support. You stay in your same position, nothing happens, and you die.
Yeah, I really didn't pay attention. That my team
no.
went to the right.
No. I think just the overall mindset of like, we're down 1, I need to be playing slow. Like, I need to be playing slow against this comp anyway, but especially when we're down 1.
So here I read this previous fight that the damage boosted Ash on top was a problem, so I want to clear the high ground now.
Sure.
That's why I'm going to flank.
Okay, sure, that's fine. Now, timing has to be very important so you don't get isolated, right? So like we want to look at what your team is doing right now. Maybe a tad early, but overall not too bad. Okay, so you're down your Genji again.
Here I kind of wanted to get early because it's a long route with
Yes,
an elevator I want
sure.
to take, so...
Sure, so you have to be sneaky, right? That's the thing, is you just have to be sneaky. They can't know you're here. So far so good, right? They don't know you're here.
Yep.
So you can go a little early, but if they scout you, you're in trouble. So just be very very quiet. Shield. Bang. Rock. Primary. Nice. Nice. Keep spamming, keep spamming, keep spamming. Again, what's happened here? It's the same mistake as not too long ago. What's happened?
I'm not sure at this point. I kind of dropped down by myself.
Mhm.
I did it because I've seen the enemy team rotating to the corner with the mega pack, so I
Mhm.
thought I can just shield and shoot them in the back, and
Mhm.
then
Mhm.
and also I kept the distance, but I didn't notice that Genji is already above me actually, and yeah, he just killed me.
Yeah. So I think the big thing to note here, though, is that it's not just you on this side now. Do you see this right here?
Like honestly, I didn't understand why all my team came with me on the high ground.
I
Oh
don't
yeah, I suppose
understand
there
why.
was not really.
Right. I don't understand why either. But the fact of the matter is that they did, and now you drop to the other side. So is this 100% your fault? Not really, no. But that's something that's
I didn't pay
happened
attention
twice
to my
now.
supports.
Exactly. That's happened twice now. So we have to, if we're honest with ourselves, we have to pay attention to this now. Carculo, thank you for the fall. You have to keep, it's something that we got to pay attention to now. Because this looks like it might be a problem. Where are my support set up? So where can I play slow from? By the way, do you have a budgie? A budgie? Is that
What?
do I hear a budgie in the background? A bird?
It's a parrot, yeah.
Yeah. I had one as a kid. I love those animals. They're awesome. Uh-oh, unfortunate.
Oh, by the way, this
Yes.
parrot, can you guess her name? Tip Overwatch related. Chad, can you guess?
Is it, wait, is it a Bastion? Bird? What's
No.
Bastion's bird?
Ganymedis. Ganymede in English and Ganymedes in Polish.
Yeah.
I have a Ganymedes mascot.
Ha! There you go.
You know, but her name is different.
Oh, it's different. Okay.
I mean, like a plushie Ganymede, but she's kind of alive.
You gotta give me a hint. You gotta give me a hint.
A hero.
Okay. What's her personality like?
I didn't really think of that. I gave her the name as soon as we bought her.
Okay. Can you give me color schemes at all?
Yeah, it's not related. It's just the hero I played the most.
Oh, okay, Diva.
Yeah, her name is Diva.
I mean, I was gonna say, if you have a pink parrot, I would be impressed, but okay. Don't think that's a thing. Okay, spam. Again, cutting off resource from the Rhine. That's good. I think that actually directly led to the kill. You need to mark the Ashe. There's an Ashe sitting on your backline. So like, there's an Ashe literally sitting on your backline. Were you here for yesterday's review with the Sigma? I think day before yesterday. Okay. What was the main takeaway from that review?
That he wasn't saving. I mean, I don't remember that well, but I know that he were really angry about his rocks. Like he was using them just kind of to rock somebody, and then he didn't have it to pilfer a backline or to confirm kills.
It was that, and he was not marking Ashe or Ana. Remember that? So
he was forgetting to shield her.
Exactly.
And she also had mercy.
Exactly. So it's like right now your priority can be to mark Ana here, which is fine. But like what you could do is you can shield the Ana and then you can mark the Ashe, right? Deal with the Ashe. So I want us to be this is your priority target number 1, priority target number 2. These two guys, right? So be on the lookout for those. Because it happened on first a little bit. Okay, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. I mean that in the worst possible way. I have no idea. Good on you, I guess. But that should never, ever work. Does that make sense? Like why that shouldn't work?
Like he kind of allowed me to flex him.
He went after you. Even though he had Bubble and Nano, and you have a McCree, Ana, and Brig, he goes for you. I do not understand that.
I was kind of aiming at my backline at first because I assumed that when he would go in, so that's why it took me so long to actually activate the flex.
Yeah, same.
But also that would actually help him like, get a dash and avoid it.
Yeah, I was shocked why he went for you. I don't understand. So anyway, okay, but yeah, just I would avoid Nano fluxing Nano Blade whenever you can.
Yeah, also on the side, I googled the name of a parrot. I believe that's the thing you said. The species, I mean.
Yeah.
You said that, just didn't understand.
Oh, okay, yeah. I could tell because I recognize the chirp.
Yeah. in Polish, her name is like literally wavy parrot
That's
because of
funny.
the wave pattern on her neck.
Yes, that's funny. Okay, this is fine. Just, kite away. Let her waste her bubbles. So this is where things are going to get really tough, okay? So far we've done an okay job of playing spammy, playing slow. But now this is going to be really difficult. So what's going to be difficult about this right here? Describe it to me.
Well, the only flank I can only take is onto the left side, and it doesn't really give me too much space to shoot at. So, and also my team doesn't have a main tank, so they kind of can't push main anyway. So if only they're smart and don't expose them to the flanking fire or something, like they should hold this tight, and
Yep.
we really would need to like stack on ults to break this.
Yeah, so nasty choke, and there's no real flank to break the choke. So you're in trouble. Like, you're gonna have their Ryan can literally, like you said, hide behind the corner, take no damage, and then what are you gonna do? Like, what is your team gonna do about that? So.
Yeah.
Good. You did. So they actually mess up. They go in too aggressively, and they waste an ultimate. And now you guys are fine, right? Now you guys are fine because now there's no choke.
Now we went through the choke, yeah.
Exactly. Now you're fine. Nice. Okay. So issues so far. Well, you tell me. What are you seeing so far as things that you need to work on? Minor or big or small?
Well, the kind of like general thing is that I'm thinking about the enemy team pretty much exclusively. Meanwhile, my supports and staff are doing nothing. Like, I mean, they can help me. I mean, I was paying attention to my team in terms of timing, like where I should actually commit resources. As I said, that's what I work on. But not really to their positioning or how to can I enable them. Like that's easier, like of course with the main tank, because an entire team can play around the main tank and commit resources to enable him and stuff. But as I said, it doesn't really happen in ranked.
So definitely, like you said, kind of paying attention to what your team is doing, to where your supports are. That was a big one. And then specifically, I think like this is a micro thing, but it probably happens enough in rank to mention it. Is be aware, like don't flex nanoblades. Basically, like I really unless you're literally just gonna lose if you don't do it. Like obviously, then you might as well try. But like it is such a very inconsistent counter.
I mean, we were attacking there, so I didn't really plan that much on saving flex from nanoblades. Like on the second point, I went for the team, and I just kind of happened to turn into nanoblade because I popped it. Yeah.
Right. It just happened to
on defense, Graviton or Flax, I would pretty much always save for Genji if they have an Ana as well, because they just too many games lost because just 3 nanoblades, 3 points capped, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we spam hard. We're playing a very, very slow comp. You have an Orisa now, which is great. You have an Ana Zen. So just spam, right? Spam, and then who do you need to be looking at on the enemy team mostly?
We're right. Okay, so well, it kind of depends. If Genji dives in, then I should, of course, focus on him, on rocking, pilling. But Hanzo is pretty mobile in terms of flanking, so like ideally I can shield off Hanzo and rock the Genji at the same time when they commit.
I mean, you nailed it pretty much there.
Yeah.
If there's a Genji in your backline, you got to rock the Genji and kill the Genji, and then watch the Hanzo angles. That's pretty much all. That and just spam shield. Like you don't need to worry about Moira. You don't really need to worry about Brig. You don't really need to worry about Zarya as much. Huge nades from your Ana. Holy cow. 2 huge nades in a row. Uh-oh. Nice rock. Unfortunate. Weird shift. I think you're reactively shifting to halt or something.
Yeah, I thought we'd get grabbed by the hold, but then we didn't. Then I was kind of backing off and thinking, should I stay in front of a shield? But I was like, No, they're pushing hard. I better waste my shift and hide behind the corner already.
Yeah, so just in general, you can kind of see what the error is here. So you tell me what the error is here. It's the error really starts here.
Let the delay burn.
Do you see like how your shift is already gone, right?
Yeah.
But what are you waiting on?
Oh, we still don't have our supports.
You're still down your support and your McCree, right? So you're getting your resources forced. You use your rock. Understandable why you use your rock, but you have half shield. You didn't have shift, and now your Ana is still not there. Your Ana is now here, but she's in a bad position to heal you, and you're dead. So do you remember what was one of the things that you were talking to me that you're going to be working on with your Sigma, which is basically not pushing up too greedy and getting your cool resources forced early?
Yeah, so because of course the case I shouldn't waste that kinetic grasp. I kind of, as I said, reacted to hold, but then to be fair, I thought we could kite back. Also, we kind of, I mean, after the fight where Genji killed 2 and Hanzo the third person, I knew this is gonna be tough because our response will be long, and I was kind of split between wanting to save my resources and trying to actually slow down the enemy team. So that's why I attempted to rock Sigma and kind of wanted to shield our Orisa so she can still hold the position or something.
Sure.
And then we took a lot of damage and well, just didn't work out.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe in that instance you can spam up a little bit early, but once your resources are forced, like once you use that shift, you can back up a little bit harder. And it's also worth noting, like, just take a second to look at where you're on is. How close is she to being here? How close? Because she was so close. If you had survived maybe one more second, you would have been fine, right? All you needed was 1 second, and you didn't get it. So maybe, like you're saying, you're trying to slow them down. That's fine. But then once they actually turn the corner, back off a little bit harder, right? A little bit faster, just to give your Ana that extra 1 second. Definitely seems like a little bit of an issue with checking kind of where our backline is positioned. Unfortunate rock.
Yeah.
I mean, you really should just back off here, I think. Play very slow. Good shield. Okay, we need to back off. Definitely need to back off now. Or just go in. Yeah, you just die here. You guys lost too many too early.
Yeah.
Huge. It's a fine trade. Okay, so let's see how this flux looks. Good, you get the brig. Get him, get him, get him. Ah, so close. This is good. Help your Orisa, nice. Put shift
So here first I wanted to kite the bongo, but then I realized that my team is fighting it, so I kind of went to help and break it, but we didn't manage to do so. They had 2 shields and pretty much all team body blocking it.
I do want to talk a little bit about your flux, though. So what are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish with your flux here?
Pretty much want my team to stabilize on the corner here. I don't know. I kind of looking just for an opportunity.
Who should you be trying to flex?
Well, ideally like Hanzo because he doesn't have any protection, or Sigma kind of could have a kinetic grasp, or Orisa could fortify, but I always strike those when with flags. I think I didn't see the Hanzo that far back, so that's why I went for the brick, because she was like the last character that couldn't just fade out.
Also worth noting here as well, if you are playing with an Orisa who's in voice, always ask for halt here, because your Orisa is 2 seconds away from halt. Ask her how soon does she has halt. If you get halt here, you have a 5-mana flux.
Yeah, I came back to using voice chats like 3 weeks ago, but that experiment lasted 2 weeks, and then I turned it off again,
Gotcha.
and I have all chats switched off. Like it does more harm than good, like because
Sure.
even if I call for my team to do something, it doesn't work. Like just for the extreme example, I once called for my Hanzo to use his Dragon Strike, and I jumped into the middle of an enemy team, got 6-man grab on Hanamura second, and I died for it, and then he just didn't use his ultimate at all.
Yeah, makes sense.
Instead of getting a 6k,
Okay.
and yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, so goal here should be to not flux blue, but to flux a specific target if you can. If you're not going to get halt, you're not going to get big fat clump targets anyways. So right here, it feels like the epicenter of our flux is kind of like on the Orisa-ish, or was. We end up catching the Brig.
No, I was aiming for a Brig.
You were
she
going
was
for
just
Brig.
bashing out. She wasn't in the center
Okay.
at that frame, but
So,
yeah.
but you told me you would like to have gone for Hanzo then.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
He's just easier to kill than Brig.
Yeah. So what can help you be more consistent in actually getting the Hanzo? Were we actually looking for the Hanzo when we flexed, or were we trying to like react?
Well, I'm mostly when I'm trying to time my flags, I just think like is like at the state of a team fight, not really what single people are doing. So here, like the team fight was just starting, and that's why I wanted for us to maybe get a follow up and then clean the fight.
But what I want you to do is like treat this like Genji Blade, and right as you're looking for flux, or right before you flux, take a quick second to look around you and be like, okay, who do I want to flux? Who do I want to get? Right? Don't just press Q. Look specifically for the targets that you want to go for. So even if it is just the Brig, that you're in a good position to shoot her down. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. I very often go for a single target fluxes.
Yeah, sure. Because we get the Brig, but nothing happens because of it.
Yeah.
Really important we kill that Bongo. Okay. Okay, we are back on Hog. Unfortunate.
Yeah. But as I said, this is just Sigma Hog comp is actually the best I can get in ranked.
Yeah, it's fine. Now you just spam the choke. Spam, spam. Again, kind of a weird rock, right?
I think I was looking like the clamp or the halt or whatever was it.
Look at this again. Well, even if you hit the rock, what exactly does it accomplish?
Well, pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
I kind of got baited by just everyone standing at the same place.
But even in that instance, you just primary fire is going to do more. I mean, maybe you save your rock for Genji. Maybe you save your rock for when you actually spam Sam the Orisa's half, then you rock her, right? Or the Brig gets too aggressive and then you rock her, right? Or the Sig gets too aggressive and then you rock him. Like if you rock, it's like throwing a nade out here. If you landed a big nade here, okay, maybe you do some. But like, can your team really follow up on it? Can you follow up on it? Can you get any kills off of that? Can you get really any significant pressure off of it? Not really.
Yeah, no. Unless you can secure the kill of a rock, it's always better to use it reactively than proactively.
Exactly. I think I 100% agree with that. So like this just feels like I'm gonna throw a rock. I'm gonna do maybe some random damage, but even if you stun somebody now, it doesn't matter. Like you're not going to be able to kill anybody.
Yep.
So, like now would be a good time to have rock, because think about if you rock Orisa here or rock Brig here. Now this actually is something that you want to have, yeah? Or you could rock their Sigma, yeah?
Yeah, and then like the Orisa can get back with her team with her healers and.
You could maybe peel for
her down.
Yeah, you stun the Brig. She can't whip shot your Genji. You stun the Sigma, he can't shift. Like, there's so many things that you could do here. Like you said, you could stun the Orisa. She can't run back to her team. Like, now, like, right there. Like, there you go. You would have liked to have had that rock a lot earlier.
Yeah.
I already have Flex again. Nice. Oh no, your break feeds.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Like, I was watching her not coming back for so long time, and I was like, oh my god, if she doesn't press us now, she's dead.
Oh
And then she
no!
didn't press.
Your hog dice. Don't flux. Flux now. Do it.
1, 2, 3. So you meant about now.
Yeah. That was fine. Okay. I like the off angle here. Like, you kind of see how you had to revert to the off angle here because, you know, you're playing that goofy Orisa hog stuff. There's no reason not to off angle here as long as you can do it safely, right?
Yeah, also it's defense, and since again we don't have a main tank, so we have no way of holding choke. We can only spam people while they try to come to choke.
Exactly.
Like, the enemy team should probably just walk left side, their left side, just clearing me off, and then they have a choke without a flank to worry about.
Yep. Agreed. Agreed. Whoop. Oh, unfortunate. Very careful.
So here I realized I was low on shield, so that's why I backed off, and Hanzo caught me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so yeah, at this point I was trying to restore my shields. Once again, this is my aim, like not to waste resources.
You do have to be very careful though, again. So, right now, you are down your Moira, right? Your Moira just died. So you can continue to play this angle, but I want you to be a little bit more careful. And now you're down your McCree too. Your Moira is almost back, but you're still down too, yeah?
Yeah.
So be very careful. Like right now, I would not even be standing here. I would have already backed up to this little box here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was aiming for the bongo. But
yes.
Because there will be a big score, but yeah, very risky.
Very risky. Okay. Because that's just why you play slow. It's like, if you can play slow and survive, you play slow, and you wait for one of them to overextend, which is exactly what their Genji did. He's like, oh, we're up 2, we can just go in. His team doesn't go in, only he goes in, and what happens? You get a kill. Right? That's perfect.
Yep.
And now, because you're basically even now you're good. Oh, unfortunate.
Normally I wouldn't want to go for the card, but again, holding that choke would be really hard, and since we lost that flank that really was giving us the only way to actually stop their approach, so I wanted to block it early. Like in the open, that it would be just our death. Sigma just can't stay there.
I think this is okay because you're like, somebody has to stop cart, might as well be you. Ooh. Come on, you got this. Huge. Nice. You can get the Orisa too. Like that's the rock that you want. I know you're a little delayed here, but that's the rock that you want, yeah?
Yeah. Just purple.
Yeah. She's in your team. If she's rock, she's dead. It's as simple as that. Nice. Okay. We push up, we can spam some more. Mark the Hanzo. Careful, careful, careful. Like right here. A little bit overstaying your welcome. You see it? A little bit overstaying your welcome.
Yeah.
There's still the comp that can play faster, and you have to look again at where's my team. Because you're right here. Your team, you got a couple. You got this going on right here. Yeah. And actually this going on right here too. So be very careful.
Yeah. Against like Reinhardt Zarya or something, I would be much more scared, I believe.
Yes. So you're not against Ryan Zarya, so that's good.
If they were like a coordinated team higher tier, they would push in and punish us for that anyway.
Yes, agreed. Again, that rock is a little bit of a risky rock, but it's not a bad rock because if you rock Hanzo dies, right? It's like that general concept of if I hit this rock, this person dies, or I survive because they're not killing my team. Should push forward now. Nice, another flux. Again, don't overstay your welcome. Don't overstay your welcome. Again, look at what's going on here. Your team does not want to hold the stroke. They want to play back here. So be careful.
Yeah, I also already have my ultimate, so I don't really need to spam here.
There is no benefit to you being here. Exactly. So now your team is going to stagger all the way back. You're going to lose your Moira, then you're going to lose your Kree, and then your Hog is going to die, and then you're probably going to die, and then your Ana's going to die. This is disaster. This is absolute disaster.
Yeah. Like, the enemy finally pushed aggressively into a complete ultimate time.
I probably would have just fluxed here. Not at point blank, but like I probably would have fluxed right here. Just flux now.
Yeah, to escape the Reaper and get something done.
Yeah.
The thing is, here I really thought I could win this 1v1, but I mistimed my shield. I wanted to deploy it immediately after my kinetic grasps ended, but then I ended up shooting and I deployed it late and I got like 2 shots to match from the Reaper.
It's still winnable though. What do we got here? Nice. Okay. Nice. Anchoring cart. You win this.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so big things to take away. Nice. Waiting. Holy cow, I'm getting dizzy. Okay.
Yeah.
Big things to take away.
Couldn't hit him.
You tell me. Big things to take away.
Watch out on both teams, not only the enemy team.
Okay.
In short. So, like, in this game it was like a pattern of supports, but I suppose, like, in general, I only watch my second tank.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then what about your cooldowns?
I kind of did small mistakes all over the place. I don't think there was like one cooldown that stood out.
No, I agree. I think one thing though is that I felt like a lot of your shifts were forced because you weren't aware of your team. So I wouldn't worry so much about your shifts because I think your shifts were bad because you weren't aware of your backline. But I think your rocks are something you want to continue to look at in terms of, can I actually secure a kill, or am I peeling with somebody with this rock? And if the answer is no, then hold on to it, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Gronk.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then what about your flux? We talked about that a little bit in a second.
So, as I said, on attack, I'm just looking for secure team fights. And on defense, I really want to save it for Nanoblade. It happens almost every game anyway, that the enemy runs at least the Genji and most often Genji Ana. But then again, it's kind of tricky. Like, I often end up holding onto my flags for a very long time because, like, let's say our team just feeds on one point, and then I kind of maybe protect the Nanoblade for the second, but if they just get it, I end up not using flags until the third point, and when the fight is already like in dire straits. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so scared of Nanoblade because in ranked it's just a team wiper.
So let me tell you one little trick to do with Nanoblade. It's not easy to do, but something that you can look for. If you can beat their Ana to the punch and flux her early, then Anas will often panic Nano and either miss, or they will Nano when their Genji's not ready. And that is one way of making it difficult.
So if I can secure a kill of Oziana, I could flex. The thing is, like, I often like flags, and then we win the team fight, kill an entire enemy team, but then we have no defense against Nanoblade, and they wipe us.
It happens, like, and the reason you flex like that though, like I said, it isn't just to kill the Ana though; it's to force her to make an error or to mistime their blade or to screw it up. Something to think about. It's not something you can consistently do, but it's something to think about.
I see. Like, no, I would love to rotate cooldowns, like, I mean, ultimates, like, maybe there's a flax or graph or rally or whatever to counter Nanoblade, but in ranked you can't really micromanage that, so I felt like I should always better save my ultimate to counter Nanoblade, because I can't rely on my teammates doing the same.
I agree. I agree. Okay. Do you have any questions?
So I'm kind of one-tracking Sigma now, but as you know, I was practicing Diva, Zarya, and Sigma as like kind of flexible. Like the thing is that after like a month of trial and error, and I'm on playing 16 games a day ranked, so that's so I actually use my time. By trial and error, I figured out that Sigma is kind of always the best, just because in ranked he's the most self-sufficient. And I just feel like this isn't right. Like there should be some situations where I would be really better off with something else. I mean, I sometimes play Diva on extremely specific maps like Volskaya or Dorado, but I don't know.
So
I have a three heroes in my toolkit, but I end up using pretty much one.
So what I would do is I would, play Zarya anytime that you have a really, really brawly heavy map that you could enable a Rhine. Maybe like on that King's Row VOD that you sent in, maybe Zarya would work very fine there, as good or better than Sigma. Diva is not a great hero right now.
Yeah,
because
like when I was one-tracking her, I was wondering why I can't get wins for months, and then I check Overbuff, and then she's like so much below every other hero.
Yeah, and the thing is like, obviously you could get to GM as Diva if you were good enough, but she's very hard to because of Brig. Brig makes Diva play very hard, and Genji as well. So when I would play Diva would be maps with a lot of verticality, maybe like that Dorado example that you said, but also anytime the enemy team is running like a squishier backline, maybe. Like if you're seeing these Zenyatta Ana backlines, if you're not seeing Brig, maybe those are situations when you can go Diva. Because that's where,
because they're easier to get to.
Yeah, they're easier to get to, but it's also like they're easy, there's Nays to eat, there's Zen to eat, but also when you do commit on them, when you do pressure, remember the video peel versus pressure and all that crap, like you can actually pressure, those guys.
And then the enemy team has to do something about that.
Yeah, you can't really pressure Brig backline. It's very easy for Brig to deal with a Diva. It's very easy for her to just swing at you, maybe whip shot you, and then she can almost ignore you. Like Inspired does, it's very hard for you to do damage into it. So
yeah. One more question. Doomfist. At this point, I find him as like my last really hard counter. I don't know. Doomfist just kills me. It's really hard to land a rock with how many different movement cooldowns he has.
So don't position, like, know where he is at all times. That's the biggest thing I always tell Zenyatta's. That's what I'll tell you too. Don't be surprised by the Doomfist engage. The biggest advantage that Doomfist has over you, or really any flanker, is catching you off guard. If you're surprised by Doomfist, he will kill you. If you're not surprised by Doomfist, he probably won't kill you. That's it. And this is at the pro level too. Like know where he is. Oh, he's on my left. Here he comes. He's on my right. Here he comes. Just don't.
There's like not any micro specific tricks like when to time a rock or something.
No, hit your rock on uppercuts. That's a great time to hit your rock when he's uppercutting. And then obviously be aware of your wall position, because he does no damage to you unless you hit into a wall. If you hit to a wall, you're in serious trouble, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially as Sigma, 400 HP.
Yeah, not a lot of HP, exactly. Okay. Do you have any other questions?
I think that's it. Focus on my rocks and don't be so conservative with flags, I guess, and pay more attention to my team, especially where can I get support from.
Exactly.
That's the gist of it.
Okay, man. Well, I appreciate you hopping on, brother. Good luck.